Dear Chloe, it is a little past 11:11 on Friday night. I'm doing something a little bit differently this time. I didn't prepare a video ahead of time and I didn't really feel like like editing something, so this is just a quick check-in just for me. So anybody else that happens to be watching this isn't going to be particularly fun or entertaining at all, but yeah, I went to that big old wedding. I have some pictures that are not going to be in this video because I'm not editing anything, but you know, I'll show them to you eventually. We had the wedding and the cabin on Friday and Saturday, and Sunday we were just exhausted. And the whole rest of this week has pretty much just been me resting and recuperating as much as possible. So Wednesday and Thursday were particularly crazy because my Shark Week decided to come in kicking and screaming, and she knocked the hell out of me. So today on Friday, I have been hanging back, sleeping in, taking naps, and just having a good time. I went on my therapy session on Wednesday. I was not exactly. I went into the session one of those days where I didn't really know what it was that I wanted to talk about, and one of the things that we've been talking about a lot recently is that I am trying to become more comfortable with relaxing, learning how to relax, and it's so funny because I think about this moment all the time when Lincoln and I were just shooting the shit about something and talk about like no yeah we take care of ourselves, we make time to rest and relax. I mean, here it's right here in our in my schedule, 2 hours to relax right here, so I'm getting it done. That's not how relaxing works at all. And it's so and I was just kind of rambling about things, which is how I tend to uncover, you know, how I feel about things. And one of the things that I was rambling about it and that I figured out is that um, I've been in a defensive phase for a very long time, just being insecure insecure and very scared all the time when I was younger. And that led me to building up these really, really high defensive walls that that I just didn't really learn how to be comfortable and vulnerable around other people. And so I've been doing a lot of work the past 2 years, breaking those walls down, being more in tune with myself and being present with other people, and learning how to be vulnerable and open and honest so I can be more receptive to the world around me. And I've had a lot of people along the way that have really helped me develop that. And as I was talking, just rambling about all these things, you know, to my therapist, um, I mentioned that it feels like, um, oh, I remember what it was that made me think about this. It was because after the wedding happened, it was Sunday, and it was just, you know, reeling after, like, oh man, that was so crazy, that was so much fun. And then on Sunday we were recovering and driving back home and this and this, and then Monday rolled around, and then I got out of bed and I went to work, and it was a new week, and but the wedding was over. It felt like there was more. There was more after. I was thinking about the wedding and planning for the wedding for like a couple weeks at that point, but then the wedding was over and life just kind of kept going on. I was mostly just surprised that everything, that the world was still going and that I was still here, even because the wedding was finished, the wedding was over. And I don't know, it's like I'm operating where for a long time I always knew what the next thing was. I knew what my next class was, my next grade, my next test, and that's not really how the world works anymore. And part of it too is that I was trying to dig into, like, why do I feel surprised? And I guess it's because since I am more open and receptive and I've been slowly opening up those doors, I'm finding the person that was hiding behind those walls for all these years, but I don't really know who she is just yet. And she doesn't really know who she is either. And so we're meeting each other for the first time and interacting with each other in a more open, honest way. And so it just feels so surprising, just waking up in my body and experiencing how I live my life, without that extra pressure to be a certain person, or to accomplish certain things, if that makes any sense. And so this entire week I've been just kind of experimenting with that, trying to be in tune with what I want in the moment, how I want to react to things in the moment, what I need or what I want to do. And that's a new experience that, yeah, it's like I never know what to expect from myself, and that's not in a bad way. It's just I'm getting to know myself very well these past couple of months, and that phase of discovery is very scary, but it's also really fun. It's really fun hanging out with me and getting to know me. I kind of like her. So that's what I've been thinking about recently. And this isn't a polished, refined video at all. So I don't know. I guess it's because I just didn't really feel like doing anything too crazy this time around. I just needed to really rest and relax and not worry about that this week. So I listened to myself, and that's what I did. So I will probably have something a little bit more polished for next week. Not really sure what it'll be, but I'll think of something. But thank you for listening, and I will see you next week. Sincerely, Chloe.